Welcome back to the only live Monday through Friday lacrosse talk show on the planet. This is Daily Dive. It is Thursday, December the 5th, 2024. I am your host, Michael Carvelis in Guyton, Georgia. Producer Joe is somewhere behind the scenes in Banditland, New York. We are live on 12 on Sports via Twitter/X and YouTube. Subscribe to the 12 on Sports channel for other great shows and live sports. On today's awesome show, we're going to first get into a segment called Strength in Numbers. Why the NLL looks pretty good with their recent attendances. I'll tell you about an article I posted here recently. We'll also get into a new recurring segment entitled LFG, where I give you a reason to watch every single game for the upcoming week. And of course, we're going to react to the latest from NLL memes, including the ones before the season, which were also pretty stinking funny. Without further ado, we want to first let you know this show is presented by tickets.12onsports.com. That's tickets.numbers12lettersozsports.com. Get your National Lacrosse League tickets for less by going to that website. They also include every sports and all your favorite artist concerts, not to mention Broadway and theater. Tickets.12onsports.com. Okay. Let's get into this segment. It's going to be titled, like I said before, Strength in Numbers. So the reason this comes up for me is because I wrote an article, not just to pump my own tires over here, but I wrote an article unveiling the attendances for week number 1. Now, granted, full disclosure, because I'm not going to be a jerk, unlike some people, I'm going to tell you, if you want to find these sometimes before my article's posted, NLLstats.com, the website by Graham Perro, actually is pretty good. This time he posted his before I posted mine, even though we got ours from the same source, because it's basically the same time. That's not the point. The point is NLLstats.com is a quick access way to do it. But if I provide you with something a little bit different here that I think you might want to think about here. A little bit of extra numbers here because I do the research for you. As we all know, the Ottawa Black Bears had an attendance of 6,995 on this past Friday, so like 6 days ago. Good Lord, math is hard. They beat the Rock. It was the first game since 2003 in Ottawa, of course, with the Rebel, but it was the most fans since a month prior to even that. So April was the last game, April 2003. In March, they actually had an attendance of 6,200. Their last home game was not as good as the opening weekend, so that was cool. And I do think the baseline here for the numbers should be 5,000 at least for most markets. And that's a low bar, but unfortunately not everyone can beat the Buffalo Bandits just yet. But I do think that is attainable one day. For the Rochester Nighthawks, they also had over 5,000 with 5,422. And good news for them, 5,000 plus was reached in 5 of their 9 home games last season. But the best part about this is last year's home opener for Rochester saw 1,300 fans less. So they had 1,300 fans more this year in their opener, which is a great sign for a good team with Connor Fields, etc. Albany Firewolves had 4,800. And I know what you're saying, Michael, it didn't hit the 5,000 threshold. Well, you know what? You are correct about that. However, 4,883 would have been second most last season for the Firewolves. In fact, the 4,000 threshold was only reached in just 4 of their 9 home games, or less than half. So the fact that last year's home opener saw 3,400 fans. Yeah, they had less fans in Rochester, but they saw a bigger increase from home opener to home opener, and that's a big deal for me. It shows the Capital Region is doing good work, and shout out to the Manchester Journal. I forgot the guy's name. It's like Matthew something. He doesn't even have a Twitter. That's why I couldn't remember. But the guy said, I went to the game to experience an Albany Firewolves game, and I came out a fan of the NLL. This was great. Fans are trying to buy in. I think they're also doing great work on social media. The San Diego Seals, they had a little bit of a drop-off, but here's the thing. Last year, they saw 5,600 fans in their season opener. What if I told you that this year's home opener was the most fans at home they've had since that date? So once again, they packed the barn. The question for them will, of course, be consistency. I think that those are all the attendances. Of course, there were 4 or 5 games last weekend. I'm just so happy that happened. It shows it's a kick in the face to the people who are detractors of the NLL, who claim that it's just going to stay in straight line motion for years. And I don't think that's true. I think by 2028, I don't know if we're going to see Buffalo Bandits numbers at every single place, but what we are going to see is a better model. An easier model to sell. And no, not her, because God, no, I don't care what you're into. Heck no, ma'am. But no, I think it's a good thing going forward. The NLL has this trajectory this early, because I do think the presence on social media and everything else is getting better, and I think your patience will pay off, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, when we come back to this awesome show on 12 Ounce Sports, we're going to get into a new segment, a new recurring segment. I'll explain on the other side. Don't go anywhere. I know you won't.
Don't go anywhere. Daily Dive will be right back.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money. And we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
America, get back on track with Dust Pods Performance Stabilizer. When applied to roadways, it kills dust and strengthens the integrity of the road. Easily applied by mixing with water. Dust Pods is the future in polymer stabilization. Call 1-833-DUST-PODS or visit dustpods.com today.
Daily Dive is back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, you want to know something awesome? We have we have an audio-only podcast version of this show. Go to Spotify and search Daily Dive, or click the link in our social media bios. I've been told I have a radio face anyways. And by the way, I have now lowered the, I believe I lowered the volume of the MyBookie commercial now, so it's not going to, MyBookie.ag, right in your face, even though that right there was unfortunate. If you are driving right now and just heard that, I apologize, but I will not do that again. But I might do this. New recurring segment entitled LFG, also known as Let's Go! Here's the deal. Every week, every Thursday going forward, I am going to help you understand a reason to watch every game that weekend. And to be fair, on Saturday, I believe like 3 or 4 games are like all at one time. But I'm excited for this because it challenges me to show you why the National Lacrosse League is awesome. For disclosure, it is now week 2. Even though technically it's week 1 on Producer Joe's graphic, and technically it's week 1 of LFG. We'll fix that next week. Or maybe it'll be just week 2 of LFG. Not sure about that. We'll see. So, let's get into it. And reminders, take a look at the games scrolling across your ticker. Okay. The Colorado Mammoth will take on the Las Vegas Desert Dogs. The storyline for me, my LFG for this game, is Las Vegas' new look offense. I do think there is value in them scoring 12 goals against Rochester in Rochester. I think Las Vegas with Jack Hanna, along with Jonathan Donville, who is a media sensation, I think that right there is enough to want to watch this game. Yeah, you can talk about Colorado, trying to overcome the adversity of starting like crap the last few years. And they almost did it again when they were down early to Vancouver. But my biggest story, and why you should watch the entertainment value here, is Las Vegas has a pretty good offense right now. If only their defense would catch up, right? Okay. Next up, the Calgary Roughnecks, and that's the only game on Friday, by the way. On Saturday, there are the rest of the games. Calgary Roughnecks at Halifax Thunderbirds. So I could have gone with, Christian Del Bianco, how the Roughnecks look, but that's not really cool. How about the unknowns? Are either of these teams good? There's a lot of people who think Halifax can make the playoffs this year, and I'm not so sure about that. Will Halifax run up a score on this Calgary team? Are Dane Dobie and Curtis Dixon going to discover the fountain of youth by being back in Calgary? Is Cam McLeod the goalie of the future, which would bring Del Bianco's trade value a little bit down? I'm not saying that's going to happen, but there's a lot of unknowns with these two teams. Why not watch it when probably, to be fair, no one else outside those cities might watch it, especially in the United States. Why not watch it and get some betting for the next game and see if you think one of these teams is good or if they both kind of suck? Albany Firewolves and the Toronto Rock. Because the Rock are banged up. No Latrell Harris. No Tom Schreiber, both on injured reserve. No Brad Cree. Are we kidding right now? That's not even all the names. So here's the deal. Are the Rock, who are still technically favored on DraftKings and other books, are they going to pull off the upset now? Because technically they are the underdogs now without those players on the floor. When you have Nick Rose and everybody else versus Doug Jamieson, who has Alex Simmons and Dyson Williams and Ty Kurtz at his disposal, it would now be an upset if the Rock win. Can the Rock pull it off? Or will they start 0-2? Buffalo Bandits and the Rochester Nighthawks. You know what? I'm going to do some nerd stuff for you here. Because these are some fun little matchups. Ever since 2020, when Rochester became Rochester, and their old team Halifax. I forgot how that went, but you get it. The Buffalo Bills so far are 8-1 if you include the playoffs. 8-1 in the last 9 meetings that the Rochester's been a thing. But in the last 5 meetings, last 4 meetings, if you exclude the 20-8 playoff game, Rochester beat them 15-12. Then Buffalo won just 13-10. Buffalo won 15-13 in Rochester. Buffalo won 15-14. The reason you should watch this game, my LFG for this game with Rochester and Buffalo, is it might be closer than you think, and we might see a whole bunch of offense, man. Like, I don't think this will be a blowout one way or the other. Like, we could see a really good game, and I think that's awesome to see. Get it? See? Okay, whatever. Finally, the San Diego Seals at the Georgia Swarm. This one is pure stuffing. I know Thanksgiving's over, but we got stuffing in terms of goaltenders. Can Chris Uglieri rebound from being benched for Mike Poulin? Will Brett Dobson finally find some consistency after being named the 5th best goalie in the National Lacrosse League by coaches and GMs? And Chris was literally named the 3rd best goalie. So, the goalie matchup is why you should watch. 2 athletic goalies who are just monsters, have the potential to be the best in the league. Who's going to deliver? That's this week's LFG. And of course, we'll get better as the weeks go on. But hey, it's pretty good for a week 2 slate or a week 1 slate. Am I right? Alrighty. When we come back, the tried and true segment known as NLL memes, or we call it memes. We're going to react to the latest from that page on Instagram, which is absolutely ruthless, man. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We'll wrap it up next.
Don't go anywhere. Daily Dive will be right back.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money. And we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
America, get back on track with Dust Pod's Performance Stabilizer. When applied to roadways, it kills dust and strengthens the integrity of the road. Easily applied by mixing with water, Dust Pods is the future in polymer stabilization. Call 1-833-DUST-PODS or visit dustpods.com today.
What up, everybody? It's producer Joe, the baddest daddy in producing history, here to tell you all about the baddest, daddiest merch store. Go to the link tree in the bios of either our IG or Twitter, and from there you can access merch for the only Monday through Friday live lacrosse talk show on the internet. I repeat, the only Monday through Friday live lacrosse talk show on the internet. We got hoodies for when your girl comes over and wants to cuddle. Just don't let her take it when she leaves. How about a Baddest Daddy cap for when you lie about how much you hate Mike in this show, but you're still here? We've got beanies so you can do that in the cold too. Guys, what's going to happen when all these moms see you dropping your kid off at practice in this thing? Want to sip like a daddy and feel like a baddie? Check out that mug. 6-time NLL champ Johnny T and savior of my Buffalo sports childhood knows what I'm talking about. Guys, I'm really going to need you to start buying shit because I'm getting sick of doing Instacart. But yeah, go check it out so you can start repping and supporting the brand. Producer Daddy out.
Daily Dive is back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
When today's show ends and you are getting your tickets for the next National Lacrosse League game, buy them for less at tickets.12ouncesports.com. That's tickets.numbers12lettersos sports.com. You will not regret seeing things live like this show, by the way, knowing you got your tickets for a wonderful price. I don't know why I ad-libbed that last part there. Okay. Guess what? First of all, I want to let you know, because I finally updated the news ticker, the Toronto Rocket, if you're new to this show today, or just joining us for the first time today, the Rocket placed Tom Schreiber and Latrell Harris on injured reserve. Not a good look, which means I'm not saying the Albany game is free money, but dang it. Okay, let's now get into this. We're going to talk about a tried and true segment from last season. It's time for NLL memes. A reminder, after producer Joe made that graphic last year, one of the guys who had his arm, like the black guy, he died. That's not good. I don't know why I mentioned that before, but it's true. First, we're going to see the preseason version of the memes, starting with this one. Phil Swift here, reminding you that all my life's problems are solved with the NLL season. I love how much that looks like a Band-Aid, but it's still a great meme. So there you go. And our final picture from the preseason is, that one Texas fan this Christmas. Is this an AI? No way. I can't tell if it's an AI photo because that's definitely not their logo. But I do like that a lot, so that's cool. Now let's get into some videos from the preseason. And here we got 4 of them, and buyer beware here. They're kind of some of them are kind of dark, so bear with me here.
Don't call me. Don't come by my house. We're done.
I know Del Bianco got a kick out of that one. Don't call me. Jeez. Next.
You got to be able to take abuse. You got to be able to have people talk crazy about you. In this business, you got to be able to have people disrespecting you. And you got to smile and you got to pretend like that's okay.
For those that do not know, Chase Fraser, I believe it was, I don't know why I didn't read that, but Chase Fraser was named the biggest bitch in the National Lacrosse League. And according to the Lax Mag, that was the most requested question from players last year. I don't buy that, but okay. Shout out to the players. Did he fart at me? I've seen that video. I've never watched the entire 15 seconds until now. Look, here's the one where people are going to say, "How dare you?" But this is a great use of this video. Okay, I'm not laughing. I'm not even trying not to laugh. That's so brutal. It's good though. It's you gotta make fun of the stuff, man. And one day, I believe Austin Stotts might look back at that and laugh one day, because you have to laugh at your sorrow sometimes, and it sucks in the moment, but one day. But they posted that, not me, but I do. Was that my stamp of approval? Probably. Here's this week's how to say thank you in Spanish. Yeah. I don't think that's fair, because I feel like the Wings were better than that, but I understand it. You had to choose one team, and I guess it was the Wings for some reason. I guess it's their defense, but yeah. Gracie, you get it. Yeah. All right. Here's the videos for this week.
He's gay, but he has a special connection to classical music. There's many things that are interesting about him.
He's gay. Oh, come on. It's funny. For copyright purposes, I'll end that, but yeah. Okay. Next up, yeah, this one.
It's over. I'm sorry, but it's over.
I mean, is that accurate? Like, think about this, because I mentioned about the Ryan Benesh scoring better than Wesley Berg. Jacob Dunbar might have had his chest unlocked, and by that I mean his treasure chest, not his chest. Okay, yeah, that's just tough. Got to deal with the reality, man. The best part is about that one is that NLL memes can now tag the Colorado Mammoth, which I don't know why they didn't allow that last year, but you can now tag the Colorado Mammoth on Instagram, so that's cool. Wow, that is loud in my headphone. Quick story about that. The guy who was streaking on the field in Rochester looks like a crackhead. That is literally not even a mean insult, because he literally looks like he's on drugs. And to confirm that he's on drugs, he was promoting a coin, like a meme coin. 2024, baby.
Can you tell me what's going on?
I'm okay.
Are you okay? Because you don't look okay. Okay, I need you to look at me. I need you to calm down, and I need you to breathe.
There is.
It's okay. Take your time.
I have been on record saying Matt Sawyer made, if there was like a list of 14 coaches, I would personally not put him in the top 10. Maybe, I don't know if that's true, but he would be down towards the bottom 7, and that's for sure. So he's still a playoff team, technically. But yeah, that's that's accurate. Without Tom Schreiber, that is accurate. And he didn't even play him that much in week number 1. So I did not see the full clip until now. the Transformers music on that meme, whoever made that, was incredible. But yeah, I mean, Pat Coyle deserves our respect for coming back against Kurt Milowski's team, albeit the Warriors are probably still another year or two away, which I said last year, and Callum Crawford came on the show, kind of said the same thing. He wasn't even on the team, but he was like, hey, a coach ain't just going to change it all in 1 year. They did have a big lead on the Warriors. The Warriors did have a big lead. But you get it. It's personal. It's personal. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. And I don't know if this is my favorite one from the weekend, but it's definitely a decent one.
Give a damn, we don't give a fuck. Hey, if you don't give a damn, we don't give a fuck. Hey, if you don't give a
Hey. Okay, that's so, yeah, okay. All righty, remember, they posted it, not me. Good. All right. So, that's the end of today's show. And we appreciate you watching once again. For those of you that come on the show for the first time, please come again and be sure to comment. That would be really appreciative. A person who's always interacted with me since I started doing this thing, named Call Me AL. I don't know if it's Call Me Al or Call Me AL. But Call Me Al, or AL, said this: love hearing positive Michael on the NLL Week 1 attendances this episode. Expect to see much less flaming than usual from the peanut gallery today. With all due respect, I love you too. Call Me AL. See, you can even interact on social media, and I got you guys. But yeah, thanks for watching today's show. Reminder that you are the bread, you are the butter, you are the positivity to today's show. So that's how that works. For amazing guests like ones before and ones to come in the future, like tomorrow, Adam Levy and Pat Gregoire, thank you. God, thank you so much for coming on this show, sharing your audience with us, giving us validity and relevance. For the baddest daddy in producing history, producer Joe, I am your host, Mike, saying have a great rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place, 12-ounce sports. This has been Daily Dive.
Thanks for watching Daily Dive. See you next time.